Welcome to Legard Center for Coastal and Environmental Studies.
Greetings and welcome to Legard Center for Coastal and Environmental Studies. I am Dr. Aaron Sinclair, principal of the STEM-based focused school. Here at Legard, we currently have a campus of only 6th grade students. However, the vision of our school is to become a 6th through 12th grade school, which will be a feeder for Louisiana State University's Coastal Studies program. Our student curricula come from an integrative approach where environmental studies is a common theme throughout all content areas.
I am Dr. Chris Delia, the Dean of the LSU College of the Coast and Environment. Our campus is situated on the banks of the Mississippi River in an urban setting that is vulnerable to storms, flooding, and a host of other environmental stressors. Our firsthand experience with these issues gives our faculty and students a unique perspective in understanding the complex causes and impacts of environmental challenges and enables us to more effectively manage for the future. It's not an exaggeration to say that Louisiana is ground zero for coastal environmental change for the U.S. Here in Louisiana, we experienced the largest amount of coastal land loss in the lower 48 states. That is driven by the highest rate of relative sea level in the nation, which in some places exceeds 10 millimeters per year. In the 13 years that I have been at LSU, that represents a change of 130 millimeters, or nearly half a foot, which has resulted in the disappearance of entire islands. In the course of 50 years, that means that the sea will rise 2 feet or more, which will equate to a sea encroachment of many miles on our gently sloping delta. A lot of people will be displaced. Given the critical nature of the challenges we face, we need to educate our students accordingly. By partnering with middle and high schools, we can together create a workforce that can act to preserve, protect, and restore the coastal environment. With that in mind, LSU is partnering with the East Baton Rouge Parish School System and Jason Learning on a new coastal and environmental studies focused choice school, the Legard Center for Coastal and Environmental Studies.
Good morning. My name is DeKaylin Smart. I'm in 6th grade and I go to Legard Learning Center. Today I'm going to be telling you about the field trip that we went to at the Memorial Park of LSU Lakes. At the Memorial Park at LSU Lakes, we went cast net fishing and we caught a lot of fish. We measured the length and size and weight of the fish, and then we captured data. Today, what I've learned off of the field trip, I will be creating a brochure to represent the Legard community.
My name is Raymond Blanchard. I'm in 6th grade, and today we're going to be talking about our field trip that we had last week. So last week we went to a field trip to LSU Lake, trying to experiment what's going on with the lake and the population. And we, like what my friend said, Wagner, he said we catch different kind of fish, and we saw amazing animals, and we saw what was going to it. We saw it was getting polluted with trash and all that. And also we experimented and we cast netted and we caught fish, and then we went into experiment the weight, the size, and other stuff.
Hi, this is Hasika Prakala, and I'm in the 6th grade in Legard. Today I'm going to be talking about the school Legard. In the school Legard, it's connected with LSU, so it's about environmental toxicology, and the teachers here are nice, and our principal, Dr. Sinclair, is really nice and supportive to all of our students and friends over here. The most stuff we do in Legard is about environmental toxicology. That's the main focus. And we go on field trips each month, like maybe twice or 3 times. And we learn about the pollution, the soil, what's going on in the world, and lakes and animals, other things like that.
One of the luxuries we have here is that our students get more opportunities with hands-on activities. Every month, we incorporate outings and field experiences. Our October outing was the Ocean Commotion event at LSU, where our students continued their learning from the previous cast net fishing project and began their next thematic experience.
Do any of these kind of represent what he just said, which is that the bluegill could swim 100 meters in 20 seconds? That first column? So let's put a star by it. So do y'all think this might represent our ratio?
Yeah.
Maybe, but what about all these other numbers? What do y'all notice about them? Raise your hand, kind of think about it. The classroom and field experiences that our students receive is second to none. We are able to use these experiences to promote the integration of science, technology, engineering, and math, or a STEM-based instruction. Do you have all the information you need on it? No. Is there any way to solve what you have? Some of you are saying yes, some of you should say no. So those of you with tables, do you have information that you can start to solve? We're going to give you 1 minute. Your partner pair cannot solve anything until you solve your part. So if you have a table, you have the most important part of your group. So I'm going to give you guys 1 minute. So really think about what you need to finish your number line. And I want you to think of some questions you can ask your partner so that you can get their information. But you're not allowed to give them your information, table people, until they give you a good reason why they need it.
In social studies, students are studying the ancient world. At Eva Legard, learners have an opportunity to collaborate with other classrooms to integrate their learning, connecting the present to the past. They own their learning. Think about your cast net fishing and how we looked at our different types of populations of our species. So as we are working, as our cultures are developing, we now know how to treat our species in order to preserve them, in order to keep going. We're moving from hunting and gathering to now farming and agriculture. How do we preserve our fish, and how do we preserve our food supply for later on? So think, if you were an Egyptian and you were a farmer, okay, which solution or which product would you use to preserve your fish for later on? Okay, so now what you are going to do, you are going to recreate this experiment using apples. Now that you know which solutions are the best with our pineapples, we're going to redo it, and you are going to come up with your own amounts. I gave you 2 teaspoons apiece for each can. You are going to write the amount of products for each one for your own mini solution for each jar for your apples. Got it?
My name is Wagner Pereira, and I'm in 6th grade, and I go to Eva Legard. And last week, we went to a field trip at the LSU lakes where we caught fish and we got data about the water, and we weighed fish and we measured like how their length, and we caught like 3 different kinds. We caught a bluegill, a gizzard shad, and some sunfish.
Science is the heartbeat of our campus. I currently teach not only the 6th grade science course, but the environmental science elective. It is important that we integrate our environmental and coastal studies into every content area. And as a team, the teachers at this school, as well as the curriculum staff, work together to ensure that our focus is cross-curricular. We're going to discuss our observations from our cast net fishing trip, and then we will complete a CER activity. So we can see here that a claim is a statement about the results of an investigation. Then evidence is scientific data used to support the claim. And then we have a reasoning that ties it all together.
In ELA, students express their learning through project-based learning, or PBL. We write, design, speak, develop, and engage in real-world and personally meaningful projects that integrate all content areas.
A couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, we went cast net fishing. It was for a project, and we did cast net fishing, purify water, measure fish, and measure the algae. Now today, we're writing a newsletter, and the other group is doing what they're supposed to be doing, and we go put it together as a project, and at the end of the semester, have a bigger project for all the field trips.
One of the key points to a focused choice school is field trips, which they are not complimentary. They are a piece of the menu, and actually it's necessary for them to be on these field trips, which gives them field experience, and scholars must have an opportunity to experience this in order to learn. That learning is tactile, it's kinesthetic, and they learn by doing.
So the main focus is environmental studies, and we do like a lot of field trips to go to like lakes and like places where there's pollution and things wrong with the environment, and we like take experiments over there to see if anything's wrong with it. And something I really like about it is that we go to a lot of field trips, and like the teachers over here are really nice, and we have like extra classes and like electives that we can take that we do a bunch of experiments in.
We are working with the school district to develop a hands-on, experiential curriculum that engages students to learn STEM and other disciplines. Last summer, we provided field-specific professional development for the Eva Legard teachers, and this year we have 2 graduate assistants working in the classrooms. They enrich the classroom experience. Our hope is that this innovative model will be replicated in school districts around the nation to give students a better understanding of the environment and its challenges. We are pleased to be partners in this new educational venture.
Nothing is